Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Boatman, and today we got a great match for you. It's Matthew Chen going up against Anthony Tisdall. Should be a good match. Matthew beat Mark Brzakala to get here, whereas Anthony, we haven't seen him since the tournament, I believe. So good to see him back. Good to have Matthew. Let's bring in Anthony. Anthony, I haven't seen you since the tournament, as I alluded to previously. How are you feeling?
Like you said, it's been a while. This is all geek questions, right? Like stuff like that, because that's all I've been doing.
Yeah.
I hope I just remember the rules of Warzone. I think I do.
You're a manager, so you should.
I really should. You would think, but we'll find out. Oh no, that's a great guy.
Surprised how many managers haven't read the rules.
He seems super nice. I have no issues. I'm here. This is fun. I hope I do well because it's been a long time.
That's fair. Well, now we'll bring in Matthew and Koho.
It's moments like this where I feel like John Goodman in The Big Lebowski more than ever, where it's just, am I the only one who gives a shit about the rules? Am I the only one who read the shitty handbook that y'all put together? Like, did I'm the only one who did the assigned reading? Matthew played great against Mark. Played a really great game. And I think that he's a shoo-in for most improved, and I think he's going to keep doing that. So excited to see you play today. This is going to be great.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. I've never played against Anthony in any league, so I am just looking forward to having some fun.
Well, thank you, Koho, and thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Anthony. We're going to get into round one. Round one's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. Cats are not eligible for the bonus question, unfortunately. 3 repeats and a challenge permitted to you throughout the entire round. Should you need them, remember to keep your hands on screen at all times. As we get started with question 1, I'll wait until the cat, unless...
This is just going to happen. Just go.
Okay, no, that's fair. I just didn't want to rush it or anything. Fine. We're going to start off with round 1, question 1. In the category of sci-fi fantasy, who stars as Sarah Jordan in The Island?
So, hi, I'm Dylan. What's your favorite island?
Hi, Dylan. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Kokomo. That's my favorite island. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matthew.
Scarlett Johansson.
And Anthony.
Scarlett Johansson.
ScarJo herself is correct.
Yeah. So your next question comes in the category of the 1990s. What is the profession of Goldie Hawn's character in Death Becomes Her?
Did you think I was going to say Kokomo? Like, did you ask me that question knowing Boatman's probably going to try to work Kokomo into this?
No, I was just thinking of some way to fill that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matthew.
Writer.
And Anthony.
It's an actress.
Writer is correct.
That's right.
We get into your third question in the category of Oscars. How many Best Picture nominees were not nominated for any acting Oscars at the most recent ceremony? And we're going to give you a little bit of extra time for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so now whenever we banter, I try to be the one to talk first, so I don't have to improv off of the other person.
That's fair. I appreciate that. Because I'm worse at coming up with like the new question anyway. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matthew.
I went with 4.
And Anthony.
I said 2.
Both incorrect. Looking for 5.
Oh, okay.
Those films being Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, Licorice Pizza, and Nightmare Alley. So now we get into your next question, Dylan.
Yeah, which comes in the category of war. Run Silent, Run Deep centers around a command of what kind of vessel?
How do you run, Dylan?
Very loud and shallow.
That. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Anthony.
Submarine would make sense.
And Matthew.
Yeah, I also went submarine.
That's why we're asking about run silent, run deep. If it was anything else, it would be a ridiculous question.
Appreciate that.
As we get to your fifth question, category of scores and soundtracks. The songs Up There and La Resistance are featured in what animated movie? What's your favorite direction, Dylan?
North is pretty solid. I feel like as a Canadian, I gotta go with that one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Anthony.
Took a minute. South Park, bigger, longer, uncut.
And Matthew.
Okay, I said an American Tail.
South Park, bigger, longer, uncut is correct. Oh, wait. Dylan?
I didn't see him put the "and" there, but
Then I guess I'll challenge and hope for something.
Okay. We'll be back afterwards. Okay, we are coming back from that. We're going to let Anthony keep his challenge because it was kind of a confusing situation, but we are not awarding Anthony the points for not having the exact subtitle. Had he just had the regular title, that's fine, but because his subtitle that he added was incorrect, we can't accept it. So, is this me, Dylan, or is this you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your next question comes in the category of horror. In 1976's Carrie, how did Carrie's bully Christine Hargensen die? And we will take a general answer on this one. Always fun starting off with a challenge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matthew.
I said crushed to death.
And Anthony.
I also said crushed.
Both incorrect, looking for car accident.
Damn it. That's the other one.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Okay.
Your penultimate question, category directors. Who directed The Descendants?
Yeah.
This is the one about the Disney kids, right? 5.
Yes, that's the one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Anthony.
No. George Clooney.
And Matthew.
Alexander Payne.
Alexander Payne is correct. So we get to your final question, Dylan.
Yep, which comes in the category of romantic comedies. What 1980s romantic comedy follows 3 waitresses named Kat, JoJo, and Daisy?
I cut out a little bit in the middle there.
I'll give him
Is
a
there any way to get
technical
technical
going.
on that?
Yep, that's fine. What 1980s romantic comedy follows 3 waitresses named Kat, JoJo, and Daisy?
Thank you.
These are funny names.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch JoJo, whatever the hell it's called?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And of course, Payson comes backstage when he references an anime. Let's go to Matthew.
I said working girl.
And Anthony.
I don't know.
Looking for Mystic Pizza. Okay, it is 4-2 Matthew's lead coming out of round 1. Now we're going to get into round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points. Multiple choice, 1 point. They get wrong, the other player gets a chance for the steal. Our categories on our lovely wheel tonight are your Anthony's strengths of Audrey Hepburn and non-fandom Nick Cage, Matthew's strengths of Emma Stone and Studio Ghibli, Wheels of War, 2010s, Morgan Freeman, and sci-fi fantasy. So, Matthew, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
He did lovely on purpose that time.
I didn't do it on purpose, and then I realized that you were absolutely right. It sounds like Jim Baker when I say that.
I'm right. I would say we should defer, Matthew.
Yeah, I agree. We'll defer.
Okay. Thank you. Anthony, this is your spin.
Cool.
And you land on Spinner's Choice. Do you need those categories again?
No, I think I'm going to go with non-fandom Nick Cage.
Okay. And I will give you your questions in the category of non-fandom Nicolas Cage. In adaptation, what is the name of the movie Donald wants to make?
The Orchid Thief.
That is incorrect, Matthew, for the 2-point steal.
I don't have a yes.
Okay, it is The Three. The Three. Charlie wants to make the Orchid Thief.
Okay.
You get to your next question. What brand of diapers does High try to rob from the gas station in Raising Arizona?
Huggies.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What actress stars as Vera Cicero in The Cotton Club?
Get to this one. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Christine Lottie, B. Helen Hunt, C. Susan Sarandon, D. Diane Lane.
I'll guess A.
A is incorrect, Matthew, for the 1-point steal. Your options are A. Christine Lottie, B. Helen Hunt, C. Susan Sarandon, D. Diane Lane.
I'll go D.
D is correct for 1 point. Okay. Anthony, your penultimate question in non-fandom Nicolas Cage. In the alternate universe in The Family Man, what does Jack sell?
Oh, goddamn. Tires.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who directed Leaving Las Vegas?
God damn it. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Gary Ross, B. John Madden, C. Taylor Hackford, D. Mike Figgis.
One day I'll get better at directors. Mike Figgis.
That is correct for 1 point. Okay, so coming out of that round, I have Anthony at 7, Matthew at 5. Is that what you have, Dylan?
Yep.
Okay, as we get into Matthew's spin. Matthew, your spin is away. And you land on your strength of Emma Stone. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Keep that.
I'll take it.
Okay. Dylan, would you like to give Matthew his questions in the category of Emma Stone?
All right. So your first question, Matthew, in Emma Stone. What is the military ranking of John Krasinski's character in Aloha?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, sergeant, B, colonel, C, lieutenant, or D, major.
Colonel.
That is incorrect. So, Anthony, for the 1 point steal, is it A, sergeant, B, colonel, C, lieutenant, or D, major?
Go major.
That is correct for 1 point. What was the name of Fish's first band in The Rocker?
Vesuvius.
That is correct for 2 points. How do Cruella and Anita know each other in Cruella?
They went to school together.
That is correct for 2 points. What is the profession of the woman Billie Jean falls in love with in Battle of the Sexes?
I'll go multiple choice.
Your options are A, hairdresser, B, a photographer, C, a reporter, or D, a therapist?
Photographer.
That is incorrect. So Anthony, for the 1-point steal, is it A, a hairdresser, B, a photographer, C, a reporter, or D, a therapist?
Don't remember Billie Jean King having a lot of hair, so I'll go for journalist.
That is incorrect. We were looking for A, a hairdresser.
Damn.
So your final question, Matthew. Who plays Olive's friend Rhiannon in Easy A?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
All right. That's your first repeat. Who plays Olive's friend Rhiannon, or Rhiannon, not sure, in Easy A?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Annalise Vanderpool, B, Christy Carlson Romano, C, Ali Michalka, or D, Bridget Mendler.
C.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay, so coming in that round, I have Matthew at 10. Though with the steal that Anthony got, he is at 8. Is that what you have, Dylan?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to get into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick with their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from tonight are John Carpenter, horror, directors, 1970s, 1990s, classics, comedy, and Brad Pitt. We're going to let them pick their categories right now. We'll get back to you right now. Okay, our competitors have picked for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Anthony has picked his 1 in classics, his 2 in comedy, his 3 in 90s, and his 4 in horror. And Matthew has picked his 1 in Brad Pitt, his 2 in directors, his 3 in horror, and his 4 in Carpenter. Since Anthony is down, we will start with him for his 1-pointer in classics. Dylan, take it away.
Yep. So your 1-point question in classics. Who plays Paul Beegler in Anatomy of a Murder?
James Stewart.
That is correct for 1 point.
Not a director's question.
Thank you.
So then we'll stay with Anthony for his 2-point question in the category of comedies, which is, who plays Michael's roommate Jeff in Tootsie?
Bill Murray.
That is correct for 2 points.
And the lead as we get over to Matthew for his 1-pointer in Brad Pitt. Matthew, what is the first and last name of the character played by Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Cliff Booth.
That is correct for 2 points, or 1 point, excuse me. As now we stick with you for your 2-pointer directors because we are tied, but you have more questions. Who directed Falling Down?
Joel Schumacher.
That is correct for 2 points. So now we will go over to Anthony for his 3-pointer in 90s.
Yep, your 3-point question. In Cruel Intentions, what does Sebastian lose if he loses the bet?
His car.
That is correct for 3 points.
Okay, so now we go back over to Matthew for his 3-pointer in horror. What 2010s horror film is about a brother and sister who are convinced an antique mirror is responsible for their parents' deaths?
Oculus.
Correct for 3 points.
Right.
So now we are in a situation where if Anthony hits his 4-pointer, he sends it back over to Matthew. If not, Matthew does win the match.
All right, Anthony, your 4-point question in horror. What does MICAH use to track the demon's movement in the hallway in Paranormal Activity?
Five, four.
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. What does MICAH use to track the demon's movement in the hallway in Paranormal Activity?
Five, four.
I'll use another one.
All right. What does MICAH use to track the demon's movement in the hallway in Paranormal Activity?
I got something stuck in my head. I don't think it's leaving, so I'm not going to waste another repeat. I'll go with flour.
And your winner, Matthew, the little chef, Chen. What was the answer, Dylan?
The answer we were looking for is baby powder.
Baby powder.
God.
Very close.
So we're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher tonight, Anthony. Anthony, you kept it close into round two. You kind of maybe after a rough year round, you got some steals, picked yourself back up there, and kept it close. And then just the 4-pointer didn't hit. But overall, it was a really good performance from you. How are you feeling?
It's the worst I've played in a very long time. 2 in round 1 is embarrassing. I had 8 points by the end of the second round, which you get more than in round 1 90% of the time. So not great. Round 1 was bad. The 2 Nick Cage questions I got wrong are the 2 movies that I haven't watched yet of his massive filmography. So that's just how that works. And, I was there. I knew it was a white powdery substance. I didn't say cocaine, so that's good. I just confused flour and baby powder. So I feel okay about that miss.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen that movie, so when you said flour, I thought that like flour, you meant like an actual like flour.
Oh no, I meant like
plant?
the flour.
No, yeah, no, I get what you
Right.
mean. I haven't
So,
seen the movie, so I just had no reference. Like, okay, maybe there's a flower or something. I don't know.
I had the right idea. I just got the wrong thing.
You're now that I realized that you were saying flower with a U, you were like way closer than I thought you were. So like, good job.
By a little bit. But yeah, no.
You're close. But yeah. So when you do come back, who do you want to play?
I've been probably going to kick the crap out of me. I said after the Zario match, but he's on screen. Well, it was. It's in the background. Koho. I want to play Koho. I've never played him in here. I've played all the other managers. He's just the one I haven't, and I think the match would be interesting. And why not? Like, I just think it'd be fun. I mean, I win. I lose. But that's the one. That's the one I want.
I'm gonna put a asterisk on everything I'm about to say because I might be completely wrong, but I think those records might match up. So we'll see. We'll see. That very usually these who I want to play next mean nothing.
No, sure.
That could very well actually mean something. So yeah. Good job, Anthony, for at least accomplishing that.
I need one win today.
That's fair. Well, thank you, Anthony. I'll go over to Matthew and Koho. Matthew, you pulled off another W. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling great. I was definitely very stressed, neck and neck in round 3. And then when he said flour, I'm like, I remember it was a white powder. So I was like, I didn't know if he got it right or wrong. And so definitely relieved when you did enter winner. But yeah, I'm glad we both got our strengths in round 2, at least. Like, it always sucks when someone gets like opponent's choice in a category they don't like. So I'm at least, but I feel like I should have done better with Emma Stone.
That's true.
You're pretty good. I just think Matthew's getting better and better every time he comes back into movie Warzone. It's really fun to watch. I love how much Matthew like cares about this game. So like when he comes into every match, he's like, all right, this is as serious as a heart attack. I'm gonna get ready for it. I'm gonna treat everyone like I'm playing for a belt. And he puts in that effort, and it pays off every match he plays so far. So I'm very proud of Matthew.
Very respectful effort. I do know, Matthew, who you are playing next. You are playing, I'm going to say the winners of, because I'm not sure what's been released yet. I'm just double checking on that right now. But you are playing the winner of either Ryan Payne, Antonio Chavez, and Payson Johnson. So any of those three people could end up being who you play next. How do you feel about any of those three people?
I think Payson's probably the scariest person. I don't really want to face him. We're on the same faction, so I feel like, and I've played Antonio before, so I think Ryan Payne's probably who I'd want to play most. But obviously, I want Payson to win, so it's just like
that's fair. Well, regardless, thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Koho. Dylan, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, it was a good match. Fun back and forth. Yeah, I mean, especially in that round 3, it got like super intense. But yeah, Matthew's just been having a hell of a year, and it continues. So excited to see who he plays next.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you to everyone at home for watching. Thank you to Anthony. Thank you to Matthew. Thank you to Koho for managing. Thank you to Dylan for co-hosting. I'm Kaleb Boatman. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. See you later.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
You've been taken very much.
Bye.